screen. We're building stories, creating legends. For Chris it was images of hope. For Sue it was time to automate. For Barbara it's an experience like never before. Not just the service but the spirit inside. Evan's there to help, to guide and provide. The platform's a gem worth 10 times more. But the heart of it all is what we adore. We found a family, a place to stay, growing together day by day. Alex saw outreach like never before. John's niche store found fans galore. Matt's campaigns turned inside to gold. Our approach is daring and bold. It's the cherry on top, the bonus we need. A service so great, community that leads. 10 out of 10, we're never gonna stop. Totally thrilled, this is our cherry on top. Lovely ignites his speedy youth, experiencing the rush of the verifier's truth. Ed says support goes above and beyond. Evan and the team developed a system that's strong. Tom does it all on his phone at work. Feels like he's got the world in his hand. He can do whatever he demands, like he's living in a dreamland. Joe's support is stellar, he shouts with cheer. Evan, the co-founder, is always near. Virtually sits with me, answering each request. Thanks to the team for turning struggles into success. Oh, it's the cherry on top, the bonus we need. A service so great, community that leads. 10 out of 10, we're never gonna stop. Totally thrilled, this is our cherry on top. Joe's support is stellar, he shouts with cheer. Evan, the co-founder, is always near. Virtually sits with me, answering each request. Thanks to the team for turning struggles into success. Oh, it's the cherry on top, the bonus we need. A service so great, a community that leads. 10 out of 10, we're never gonna stop. Totally thrilled, this is our cherry on top. Cherry on top, the bonus we need. A service so great, a community that leads. 10 out of 10, we're never gonna stop. Totally thrilled, this is our cherry on top.
Alright, welcome everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm having a little bit network issues, but hopefully we stay on. I've been off a few hours. We're having a bit of storms in here. So hopefully my audio works, hopefully screens is on. And so far on OBS says I am okay. As I can see it on my dashboard. That being said, as usual, you all know it's Wednesday. Normally we always had Wednesday streams, and I really don't want to fail. I even tried to tether it with my phone network, and I could not really tether. As soon as I open any application, whole thing stops. But that being said, welcome all as usual. This is Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails team. Thank you for watching my live streams or replays. I personally appreciate you as a team. We doing all these videos to show you guys that our commitment to the network, and as well as our commitment to keep connection with you live, and also do some this public broadcast so we can get a word out there. And that being said, I have lined up good stream for you guys, is answering few questions based on the stream, and hopefully you will enjoy it, and maybe we will reveal some other things in due course. We will be looking around, see what's available and what is kind of out there, and what they charge and all that good stuff. Just be patient for that. And that being said, as usual, thank you and huge appreciations to you guys who made a decision to join us lately, and we do appreciate you. Please provide me and my team your Cloudflare login details with your domain in there, and send us that cloud login details and add your domain and make sure that your email is verified, the one that you make your Cloudflare account, so they can unblock you, and well as just switch off at this period your two-way authentication as couple of days till we install the system. You can switch it back on. And the reason I'm mentioning this, guys, is not about taking your security away. It's about saving us and you time. Basically, going back and forth when they send you text for confirmation. By the time sometime you're not there, sometime we're not there. By the time we get that confirmation pin expires, it literally wastes time a little bit, and that's why we always recommend just switch that off for a couple of days, and as soon as we're done, as soon as you get your system back up and logging in, and you can switch all them back on as normal. And that being said, congratulations to all of you who's got your account today, and I'm really pleased. I have spoken to some of you, and I'm still waiting to get in touch with a couple of you as you have not replied to the email. But that being said, guys, we are here. We know sometimes you're just not there to look your email. That's okay. And please do reach out to us as soon as you have a chance. Search in your email inbox and spam folders anywhere else. Find our email. The keyword that you can search for that is just no limit emails. See if there's anything you received or not. And if you do receive it in somewhere else, like maybe spam folder, maybe promotional folder, just mark it as important and it's not spam. If it's in the spam folder, you should be alright to get our emails and also get your login details and system related information. That's all you get from us, guys. We do not send promotion emails to our members, and we never done that, and we will never do that. And that being said, if somebody else try to pretend to be us, please also let us know and report that back to us, and us, log into one of the rooms, share us your screen, and we will tell you if it's us, if it's not us. And if you do, make sure you can report that kind of emails. As you all know, everybody's being copied in the internet today, and we are no different. So make sure that you do not fall for the scams and phishing emails and all that kind of stuff. Please, after you have your account, guys, it's very rare that you're going to receive emails from us, and we do not email out because you already have your account and you should have all the necessary information and reach out to us in live rooms. And because we do live and we are live every kind of moment, long as internet network permit in my house, so I'm always available. But generally, reach out to us so we can have a look at together. And that being said, as it is Wednesday night, I have lined up uh, interesting stream for you. Uh, we will throw in a little bit like what we do in the system, guys, but we will also show you a little bit of competition, so to speak, if there is any, and all similar kind of things out there that we can have a look together. So, white label communication is basically our topic for this evening in the stream, and you can check this out yourself. Let me just get our trusted Uncle Google open here. Hopefully, it will work for us. And this evening, we also have um, we also have I think we also have No Limit Wednesdays. I'm sure we have that room. Let me just check, see if I do have it or not. There should be a. Alright, No Limit. No Limit Wednesdays meeting room. Alright, we have this room available after for this specific stream after show. Hi Bob, good to see you. It was delayed for a while for sure. I was not able to get on the internet, so I have been offline for quite a bit, few hours. We have had a pretty bad storm, but everything's okay so far. We back on. Um, I am pretty happy that we are back on, even a little bit late, for sure. Okay, so let me see if we can get our trusted uncle Google here, and I also heard. Okay, Barbara's in the other room. I'm just going to make you a moderator. I'm also going to mute myself over there and mute my camera over there so I don't echo, and hopefully everything be fine.
Hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me over there?
Now I can hear you.
All right. Okay, cool.
What's
Yeah. So let me just adjust this so I'm not kind of.
YouTube? I can't hear you at all.
YouTube, you can't hear me at all?
Nope.
That is odd. So 1 second. Let me see if his
Let me
YouTube is dropped.
verify that too. Over here, maybe I'm just a digit. It is possible.
So right now I see my audio going to YouTube and uh, not too bad.
Can you hear YouTube, Doug?
So if can Doug hear the YouTube?
I don't know. He's not answering me.
So on YouTube says I'm live. It is a bit delay actually, but I don't know why.
Maybe
Uh,
it's delaying it.
oh, maybe you need to refresh it.
Keep trying. Say something.
Hello YouTube, can you hear me? So you probably hear me in the other room.
Oh, it's very long. It's a very long delay there.
All right, it's very long
It's
delay.
okay.
Okay, maybe when YouTube stops, that goes okay, I suppose. Catches it up when recording stops. But right now, I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Every setting I try, it seems always that delay in YouTube for one reason or the other. Uh,
We can always blame Doug. It's always good to do that.
yeah, for sure, we can blame Doug. He's using too many rooms.
Who's the one typing? Is that Doug?
uh,
Can you not think?
yeah, that must be Doug typing. He cannot hear us or something.
Um, I'm leaving for a brother concert, so I will be missing in action. Evan has no internet, so the live might not happen.
Oh well, we're live now. You can tell him. It's all back on.
Alright, hold on, let me
But
verify.
if he's going to his concert, let him enjoy. Oh,
Yeah, I will let him know that we're live there. Okay.
all right. I can hear you guys, but really, people in the YouTube cannot hear you because we are in the other room. So if somebody watching YouTube and just hearing me talking to myself, thinking somebody's there, but actually is, I'm talking to Barbara in the other room because we have a little bit delayed. Just a moment. Let me just actually see if we can hear you. If I switch the sound on in OBS, see if you can hear Barbara now.
Hello! Hello!
I can
So
hear you pretty
long!
clear.
Hello, hello, hello!
So the YouTube must not hear us, or we are in a little bit delay, for sure.
Yeah,
Okay. So I can hear you now. I think people also can hear your audio because now all audio goes out to YouTube. So
okay.
if you guys saying something when I am kind of on doing stuff, please do not hesitate. Say it. So it's like no problem at all.
Okay. Very good.
So let's kick in with this questions I had. what is the opportunities are out there? What is the other people that does similar thing what we do, guys? To be honest, last few years I've been searching and searching. I could not really find somebody that can do exact same thing for us.
Correct.
That's for we have to start this service up for ourselves. We really
Mm-hmm.
didn't had no intention of releasing this to the public at all, uh, and because we didn't know at the beginning, we didn't know what we're gonna face, if it's going to work or not. So we initially we really didn't had a plan to actually release it to the public to use. We had a plan for private invite, private contract type of use. That was our idea. But because tools really worked for us so well, and we end up releasing to the public, and that's the only uh, one of the reason. And the other reason, we also didn't want to release to the public if it's not going to be useful and if it's not going to help us and help everyone else who uses it. So, and the other thing, we was not going to release it to the public if the public also financially didn't benefit from what we built. So we also opened up to a rev share. That's why we sell it for affiliates side stuff through the Warrior Plus, and that's one of the reasons why we are in Warrior Plus, not just on our website. Literally, they kind of take care of all the affiliates, all the kind of sales, and track everything. It's just sales platform that anybody can go there and use for digital products, courses, and all that. And I've been personally on that platform for quite a long while, pretty familiar with the people over there, so I liked it, and we went and launched over Warrior Plus. That's why we didn't launch anywhere else. And I also like to answer another question. Are we preparing to launch it somewhere else? Guys, that's always been in our plan from day one. We would stay Warrior Plus for a while and then go JV Zoo or go Clickbank. But we decided not to do that. Only place that we're going to relaunch when we have everything else kind of done for our corporate side, and that's basically where we'll be. It's not going to go in another platform because we are not like come today and gone tomorrow type of software or service providers. Basically, we don't need to be any of those places, to be honest. But the reason we are in Warrior Plus currently because we like to share what we do and revenue wise, and we also like to give our members a chance to actually generate residual income with it with via invite, just like any other network. If you're used like no as you know, this kind of thing, normally they just one time affiliate pay, but in our case is not. Our case is continuum affiliate pay, and your cookies only runs one out once a year. All you have to do is log back into your Warrior Plus, literally refresh you and get a new link for your thing. For your link, you should be good to go. As this is the longest cookie period they can give us. Unfortunately, we can't get any longer because really in a year that's a lot of thing changes, and therefore still a decent amount of time. Like your affiliate doesn't run out every few seconds. So that being said, welcome as usual. My name is Evan. If you hear somebody and someone else in the chat that you don't see the kind of you don't see them on screen, please let me know if you can hear them or not. And also, they are member of No Limit Emails family, and that's why we all do this together. So you guys can also have an opportunity, not just ask myself a question on these rooms, but ask our members who's currently using system. They can tell you their own experience with it, and you can decide after that. And also come through one of our associates because you'll get a better deal. I keep saying in my videos, please find one of our kind of associates, come through them because definitely you will get a better deal, guys. You'll get bonuses, you'll get lots of personal help, well as you get that from us as well. But it's just literally cherry on top, like the song title of this evening. I hope you like the song. Song is meant to be for all the members, and I try to make it a little bit fun with the song, and hopefully you guys will like that one. And that being said, so white label products. White label is not new thing, as you all know. There is literally gazillions of companies out there with white label their services to others. And this is not new. This is not new model that we just invented. This has been existed. I use this kind of stuff myself over the years. But there are few different types of white labels. I personally don't know if I'm qualified to explain to them to you, but I have a very highly qualified uh, coach in the call in the other room. I will ask Barbara. So, as a white label, Barbara, as you selling digital products, could you shortly just give me like a top of your head kind of thing? Uh, what type of white labels that are out there personally yourself also kind of sell and also kind of buy into?
Oh, certainly. White label products are extraordinarily popular. For example, there is this thing called PLR, private label rights, where you can claim an info product or software as your own, etc., and sell it so that it comes up for totally under you. But if you wanted to be even more specific with the white labeling, like for example, software, that's where the development and such has already been done for you. And you then get a proven product that you can white label with your own brand and sell it as such. So that if you're an extraordinarily good marketer in this particular whatever niche that topic is in, you can then become the leader with this fantastic software that you didn't develop yourself because you've white labeled it.
Right, that's explained. Thank you so much for that. So, like when
Sure.
yourself joined No Limit Emails, uh, the white label side of the No Limit Emails, as you know, we are not like many other companies. We don't tie you to the contract, say, well, rigidly, you cannot do this or do that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so, with my own experience, when I buy sometimes in a like white label software, you have a little bit like really NDNA and kind of like copyright protection from the provider and all that kind of stuff, which
Of
is
course.
normal to just product protection for basically people who are not able to copy or not able to kind of price break the market, all that kind of stuff, which
Mm-hmm.
is legally okay. White label also, when you white label a software from other companies, normally the in my own experience, you probably know this better than me. Normally, the
Mm-hmm.
maintenance sides get a little bit of kind of like basically getting forgotten. Like if software that sometimes we white label, and
Right.
when you try to get support from the creator, literally because they are basically very busy, and you don't get that help. But in our case, is totally opposite.
And Doug just showed up.
Hi, Doug. Welcome. Hopefully, we can he can hear us. So, obviously, the topic is about white labeling and white label, private white labeling. Just Barbara explained, there are kind of different forms of it. I personally buy
Okay.
and use quite lots of them myself. But in our case, to just clarify this, in no limit email case, we do not have a software that we could say, well, is ours that you got a white label. We use open source software, but we have a back end servers and different tools that we set up. That's what you get all of it. And as well as obviously we're using open source software that everybody else in the world can just use normally. You don't have to actually, we don't charge for the software. We don't really charge for lots of the stuff as part of the white labeling. And I think is little bit, our model is a bit different. And I like to ask, I have two great members in here, and I like to ask both of you, if you will, please, like, what's the difference you experiencing with form of white labeling that we are doing, than comparison like previous stuff.
Well, if Doug's there, I'll let him take the first stab at this if he is there.
Yeah, if you're in the
I
room, you
am
can
here.
hear us. Okay, good
Hi,
to see
Doug.
you, sir.
I can hear you, and it looks good and sounds good on YouTube as well.
All right, we're catching up on YouTube. Thank you.
Yeah, and yeah, sorry I'm late,
No, no worries, no
but
sorries. Thank you so much, sir. And sorry, I do apologize. I'm a little bit late starting it up this evening because really I don't have no net, guys, no interweb. So I try to tether it with my phone network. I able to kind of log in through my laptop. As soon as I switched to OBS on, nothing worked. So
Lovely.
my mobile network didn't really cope with this. So please go ahead, Doug. Just like tell us, what's
yes.
your experience with the white label method that we do like?
First, I'm going to tell you about some white label software that I bought in the past, and it was on other people's servers, and it turned out that even though they white labeled it and I could put my domain name in, the software worked for about 3 weeks and then quit, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Their support never answered.
Ow.
But yeah, ow. So, and it was, mind you, it was a one-time fee. So one-time fee, I guess the lifetime of the software was 3 weeks. As it
Whoa.
turns out, no limit emails is the back end of my business because I have comworks.com, which is one of the smaller systems, but it's a business all on its own. Email marketing, cold email outreach. And then I have two more systems, which are the top package, the unlimited packages. And they have my business names on them as well. And I have my own login and um, my own uh, images and my own icons and everything on there, which when you see it, it looks just like it's mine. So that's white label. It it has no limit emails in the copyright at the bottom of the login screen, I think, and that's really the only place that no limit emails shows up.
Yep,
So,
it's good stuff.
and it works every time except for one time it was turned off, I believe, because of turned out it started out as an attack. Of course, the internet itself was um, a dangerous place to be, so that the uh, ingoing had been turned off. But even during the time that the downtime, my servers were actually built bigger and everything moved over. So, I mean, it wasn't even really downtime. So,
Yeah, we try to do our best. Really, as we know, it's kind of important to have the communication lines open all the time. Downtime really is important to us to try to not be down. But right now, we as kind of people of the internet, so to speak, all of us struggling quite a lot because there is literally lots of cyber activities going on, and we are no different. Literally, any Western companies, dot coms, they are all in the kind of like attack, like the cyber war has been kind of going on. We've been all right so far last 4 years. Touch wood, we're doing pretty good in that sense of security, and as well as really upgrading stuff. Sometimes we take advantage when we see a really big threat happening in a network, and then we also need to do quite a lot of re-ramping, and we utilize that time to improve things. As you all know, we don't really like shut the network down at all. If we can, like, it's very, very, very rare that literally we're going to kind of stop the traffic coming in, unless we know is definitely something kind of big, or something weird happening in a global net. But so far, we've been pretty steady, as you all kind of experiencing, since kind of last a little bit of kind of, let's say, upgrade we did. But I also like to ask another kind of question. Some companies, as you all know, they will charge you extra, even you did buy the white label, but they will charge you extra for everything else that after the deal you made. And we are not like that. It doesn't matter really. You just lock in one price in, and your price stays like that, and never increases. And whole idea is really decrease it from that starting point, going the other way, so the actual members can have a really good tool, good working tool that really doesn't have to cost that much. So the other stuff I would like to ask both of you, what you personally been experiencing, be it growth, be it functionality, does it really tools you up or not?
I personally would say that I have grown in two specific ways. One, of course, is my business reach and the way that I am able to reach out and touch folk without having to worry about providers saying, for no particular reason, Barb, we're just going to shut you down. Because a lot of marketers have experienced that and talk about it a lot on, Facebook and such. The other thing, which is just as good, if not better, is I've grown as a person, really, and that is due solely to the sense of community that we have here, and being like a tight knit family where we share all the things we're going through, and if one of us has a question that that another one of us can answer, it's like, boom, we'll answer, won't expect anything in return. And I've never experienced anything like this before with any group. So that's my answer.
Thank you so much. I think I feel exactly similar, to be honest, as a personal growth for myself, like the community and the stuff that we did been and doing together. I think it's just really a place that we all, as you know, need to have our own place that we can grow. Like if you plant a tree in a garden, as you know, it need to have its own space to grow, and we are like that. So we all individually, we need to have a space to grow, and the space is very mutual, as you know. We really do not, we are not like any other group that to be in a competition with each other. There is no kind of we don't push anybody, say, okay, you gotta hit the target today. No, it's not like any other kind of really work network group. And because in that mutuality, in that really kind of natural trust that we're building with each other and helping each other, I think lacks. And I hope we can be models that other people can pick up on, because it does help. Definitely, it's just helped me grow too. It's like the stuff I've been learning just last few months with you guys is just insane.
Isn't that
Hmm.
something?
It's
How
amazing.
you can grow even even this late into our businesses. How when the people that we spend time with have affected us in such a positive way that
Yeah.
it feels different. Like we were talking about a garden. It's like being in a garden. We've all been planted in this garden, and the soil is so rich that
Hmm.
we can just flourish, all of us. And
Yep.
we know that the gardener is all there to water us, and each one of the members is fertilizer for our minds, so
Yep.
that we can come up with ideas and share ideas, and again, not worry about sharing, because what we're sharing is actually the whole internet.
Hmm.
We have access to the whole internet. None of us, if we lived to be 1,000 and the system kept running, could actually take over the internet. We share a tiny, small part of the internet, so we might as well share.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right. I mean, like, I personally am so kind of like happy that the actual work we are myself putting in results in something. Like, it just doesn't go to this internet of things that you don't see anything afterwards. Like, be it, let's say I post something on Facebook, for example. Facebook keeps all that, utilize that stuff, get paid from it. I don't get nothing. and
Hmm.
and that's the kind of things we are all against it. And also, I really believe individual liberty. Individual has the right to have that basically naturally given right to control. If it's technology there, why we should not have a power to control it as an individual? Why we should not have a power to have a our own car to drive from A to B? So, like in the internet, all these roads are being closed to us, unfortunately, and we could not find anything that could do this. So we end up actually building it for ourselves, and I'm just so pleased that actually the whole idea works and whole tool works, and as well as really the plan that we set and the group setting that we set, the actual personal one-to-one live sport that we set an example of. Lots of companies out there eventually they gotta do this. If they don't, to be honest, no one will interact with them with the bots. Lots of companies they will go in the next few years because they will be relying on AI chatbot. But as
Hmm.
human being, we don't like interact with literally robots. Only robot that we are interacting that we can have input and to put input in. Literally, if you do not have a keyboard to put input in a computer or a mobile phone, they will be useless. Or some sort of least command prompt to put in. So it's like anything beside that, if wasn't that's available, I think everything we do is useless because we're wasting human time, energy, and nobody getting anywhere. And we didn't want to really be involved in something that we don't. We're gonna work, but really not get anywhere or get anything. Um, we opened up internet for ourselves, and I think when individually you find a way to fix something, and if that fix is really good, and we should share it to the rest of the world in many's that we can. And as you all see, we just did that. Like, we are the kind of couple of guys. We really don't look at it as a stuff that we building is going to make us rich. We looking at stuff that we are building, can it really help us and help others? And that's really our goal on this. That's why we don't really uh, act or provide white labeling like many others out there. I wish many companies could follow our kind of like model, include the people that they use their tools, have ownership of it, be part of it. And when that's the case, we also see ourselves really the abuse stuff kind of get diminished because literally everyone has their own business. We everyone is kind of respect that, and we are here to just basically help us grow and connect.
Yep.
Yeah, most most of the abuse, if you look on the internet, is because somebody is paying somebody who has nothing or very little. Somebody is paying them to do it, to do abuse. We don't have to abuse anyone because
Yep.
our systems are our systems.
That's a great
We're
point.
not yeah, we're not beholden to anybody.
Yeah, that's absolutely a great point. I mean, like, literally, we also look at that and we said, okay, let's actually, if we want to include more people in, let's just not make the tool cost $3,000 a month because nobody
Right.
can afford. So let's
Hmm.
make it really so as affordable. Any business, anyone really serious enough can have a decent system that is backed up by real people and they can connect with real people. and we don't see that in any other networks. I mean, any other networks that they try to do this is literally kind of keep failing because they do not build the infrastructure like we have. And we try to really be totally for the people instead of try to be the other way around. And unfortunately, lots of the kind of bad actors out there, as you know, they take advantage of good people like us all the time, and we try to prevent that happening us. As you know, like we do have higher refusal rate of accepting people in the network, unless somebody that we know, they know somebody they brought in. And like
Mm,
if Barbara bringing somebody in, we trust Barbara. We have no question about that. But
yep.
if somebody just coming in and say, okay, I want to pay 200 and do it this and that and this, and normally we refuse them. Like, so it's the whole idea of to be a basically kind of, let's say, hub of networking, but and also everyone has the exact same tool, same power, and normally this not given to us. You either buy like this package or that package, or this level or that level you operate, or you bring somebody in, then your commission goes either kind split it and all that kind of stuff. And we didn't want to do anything like that, and I really believe if I bring somebody in, that person should be tied to me, not somebody else that came after him to the network. So this is like another side of it. Really is kind of interesting because we really want to give this everything to almost really free. But as email side, I wish we could give email side free just like live we did, but unfortunately we cannot do that, and that's. But we have done that really as a cost reduction thing. Every system can basically be free, and which is Doug can tell you, Barbara can tell you in here what we do in no limit emails. Definitely, I could not find anywhere else. That's why I did it, and that's why we're doing this. And
And
people
it's excellent.
still don't know us, but they will eventually because what we build is honestly, in my own personal view of as a user, I'm just like yourself as a member user, as you all know, and the experience this tool is being given me is just absolutely out of the world. Time saving, money saving, and as well as no stress whenever I try to log in and do my emails. I do. Whenever I try to speak to someone, I can almost instantly make a room and go and speak to this person without anything really in between. And this, for me, has been an absolutely amazing experience last few months, especially with challenges. And saying that, I got something to announce in here, but we will talk about a little bit later in the room.
Sounds good.
We got something coming up, a small mini challenge.
Oh, goody.
So
We love those challenges.
we got to do for New Year this year. We still got a little bit of time till January, right? So
Mm-hmm.
till January, we're going to plan. That's my plan. We will do a mini challenge.
Mm-hmm.
As mini challenge be basically maybe 7 days or 9 days, something like that, so the person can get some level of
Mm-hmm.
sending. So we will. I'm kind of right now try to plan things, and I don't know what you guys are thinking about that. So this could be once more. The people can have a choice on this challenge. Uh, uh, the people can have a choice of basically any packages they want. Still
Mm-hmm.
applies, but the people also can. Let's say you bought a challenge count, right? And I bought a challenge count. Doug bought a challenge count. Between three of us, we can also create, let's say, mini hub of things just for this challenge counts. The rest of the stuff, we don't have to kind of join into it. But really, this mini challenge count, I thought we can also create challenge hub groups, like three, four of us together, and let's say you had a small package, right? And let's
Mm-hmm.
say I had a medium package. Let's say Doug had a unlimited package. And the idea is, uh, the person who's bought the smallest package, the person in the middle, and the person who's got unlimited, obviously the person got unlimited opens the gate up for everyone else to almost do the same. So idea
Hmm.
is after you're in, if there's one unlimited count has been activated in a challenge, the rest of the challenge doesn't matter what package they get in to save money. Obviously, that's the whole idea, and gets that exact same power if that's one package being activated. That kind of stuff. We will talk
Cool.
about and get some ideas off you guys and back and forth, see what you guys can advise us and what will be kind of interesting to do or not to do. Uh,
Hmm.
so I look forward to that advice from you personally, and I know you guys got a little bit better ideas than me.
Oh,
No,
So,
yeah, I
we
don't
follow
think so.
you.
as it is, obviously we are a little bit late on YouTube. So we talking white label. So the dog earlier mentioned, obviously being back end of dog's kind of business. To be honest, is back end of my own business too. So I really depend on it and rely on it almost 100% now. The last few years myself really haven't bought any communication tools, like be it automation, be it bot, you name it. I used to buy old whatever was there, but now a few years has been absolutely saving me tons of money and time and headaches going back and forth, like Doug mentioned. After a 3 months software disappears, you can't get in. But definitely it's been I don't know, it's absolutely amazing, insane experience for me. One, I personally also wanted to kind of record this and show the world that you don't have to really believe me or believe any one of us say something. You have to really experience it yourself in order to see it. Because it's difficult to give you that same experience as what we experience, and especially just by word or showing you something on screen. And um, you guys seen so many videos I published, and we're doing them pretty regular now, as long as kind of we have the network, and the system itself literally giving me extra life, giving me extra hope, giving me extra power, and those elements are were always was kind of yes was there. I could get them from different companies, some elements of it, but it wasn't like this. That's what I've been experiencing last few months. As you all know, I went in through the challenges just like you saw yourselves, and I like to ask you final questions before we kind of end and jump the other room. And what is the growth side of things been like for you guys? Reach out.
Incredible. Really, really incredible. No matter what niche that I would like to target. In No Limit Emails, we learn the proper ways to build a targeted list that a lot of people just fail to take a lot of those things into account. So whenever I want to move into a different online niche or so, I can just change the way that I communicate with folks, and then my leads start just coming in. It's really cool.
Nice. I'm really glad. What's your experience been? Because I like to give Doug something really hard to answer. So the hardest part I like you to answer, Doug. What was like really before me and you having the system?
Oh, I didn't have a list at all. Uh, it No matter what I tried, it nobody ever gave us enough information to really pull a business together on the internet. Now, with no limit emails, what I did as I came on this journey as a friend of Evan's at the beginning, and when we started to do the challenges, that was when I realized that this could be handled in many, many ways. And what I chose to do was to actually do media buys. So I'm actually an email billionaire because I have billions of leads in my systems. I never thought ever that I would even have a few people on it. I, I think the only email leads that I had were my friends on Gmail, and now having found ways to buy media on the internet, that is the quickest way to build up an email list. Um,
Yep.
you can scrape if you like. There's several ways to do it, but I am old and I don't have the time. I'm just not willing to spend the time. So the easiest way is to find and purchase uh, leads. So um, yeah, you can do it any way you like. I know that Christopher uh, loves his scrapers and gets very targeted leads on the
Yep.
internet.
Mm-hmm.
I buy targeted leads on the internet. Now, Barb, you have followers yourself
Yep.
already,
Yes.
which is an advantage to you in that they like you, and of course it's obvious to us why they like you.
Oh, thank you.
Where am I going? I mean, I couldn't say anything else because it is obvious because you've added a whole layer um, to what we do since you
Mm-hmm.
came in, and we want to thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
I.
you so much for that. I mean, like Doug just said, uh, he. I mean, I know Doug for quite a long time, really, like well over 10 years. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in 10 years, I seen him struggle. He also has, from my own understanding, I could be totally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Doug didn't want to put his name on anything because he lost the trust what he's gonna put his name to. Because all this basically nonsense goes on in the internet and failure of delivering really just
that
promises.
is that is so true. That held me back.
Yeah, like, and I mean, I see that as held me back for years. Honestly, I didn't want to put my name in anything to do with IM marketing tool. Really, that's why
Yeah.
we didn't want to even be classed as IM marketing tool. But obviously, we do marketing with email, and we are in that kind of class of things. Unfortunately, there are really like yes, there are some really bad ones out there, but the good ones like us, to be honest, doesn't get a chance that people can have a look because get buried into the bad stuff out there because the sales places they always kind of somebody posting stuff so you never get found on those places unless you really have a some outreach power and which is that's what we got and we really don't depend on out basically try to buy media is the best way. I mean the end of the day you going to buy that media doesn't matter which way you look at it. You're going to go buy either via paid ad or you're going to buy that media either by spending money launching another products to capture the leads. Why not just pay for the leads and get the data and have a system to build those lists like Doug said. He's a
Mm-hmm.
billionaire. He's got literally billions of people he can reach out and as many multiple lists that he can have, not one list or two lists. I mean, many people probably get wrong. How do you have a million, billion emails? How do you actually get anything out of them? What kind of really like system do you have to be able to handle that? And I like to ask that question to you guys, especially both of you done quite a lot of emails with the system. What was like genuinely when it comes to the growing the numbers within the system? Like literally one moment doesn't exist there, but next minute you upload a bunch of stuff.
Oh, definitely. That's great. We have the targeted lists and other lists that we can go and experiment and tweak and see you know, what works the best. And then we share our information with all of the other folks who are in our group So we all learn from one another, and that, yeah, that's one of the best things. Now, regarding Doug, I think Doug had to
Yeah, I'm
leave.
still
Oh,
here
you're
for a
still here?
second.
Okay,
I'm kicking off. I have to go.
All right,
Doobie Brothers concert tonight.
all right.
So,
Enjoy doobies.
all right. Bye.
Yeah, bye bye, Doug. Thank
take
you
care.
so
Drive
much.
safe.
So that's pretty amazing, and we will also conclude with what Barbara just said. Absolutely, for me, you just saw me on screen, basically selecting few lists and clone my email, and I'm ready to send that email out. And
Right.
this is the power I really never had before. I could not really do it. Doesn't matter which system I was using, and that's the reality, that's the truth for my own self. I didn't have it. I had the other systems wasn't able to do this kind of stuff. And for me, it's just definitely been absolutely amazing help. The tool, the functionality that obviously just allows us to do this kind of stuff. And let's send this, and we will conclude this in the other members room. So let's
Sounds
just
good.
publish this email. And basically, I just want to, before I hit send, every one of these emails, basically, as you just saw, we also had similar thing called segment as list, and we got in here about 180K to send out. So let's hit that baby on the road. Uh, so this is gonna take a little while. Obviously, gonna send about 180K, but as we go. So if you don't have a power to do this kind of thing, obviously you're gonna struggle, and we don't want anybody struggle, especially if you
Almost.
deserve not to struggle.
Yeah,
Come
definitely
join us.
agreed.
So let's send, and we will conclude this. Come get a decent white label that really is more than a just white label. You buy into us, you buy into me personally, and that is kind of itself, really, I don't allow too much of access to myself, but that is a chance anyone could should really like at least have a punt on me. See if my failure rate is big or not, you know. So far we've been doing great with no limit emails. As you heard, our members, from their own experience, guys, is totally different format of doing business, providing service, and as well as white labeling and doing the hosting and all that good stuff. All a bit different. Come join us. I will say happy Sunday, and I will speak to you tomorrow, same time, same place. And Barbara, where can people find you?
At virtual-coach.com. My email address is btl at virtual-coach.com. I'd love to hear from everybody.
Love to hear it. Visit virtual
Yep.
coach.com, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got it right. This time I didn't make a mistake. I did not miss the dash.
Oh, no
All right,
problem.
Barbara, thank you so much for your time, and I will speak to you in the other side. And guys, come and join us, and you can have a power send millions or billions if that's what you want. Uh,
Sounds good.
Take care, and we will see each other again tomorrow's stream. And once more, my personal apologies. I delayed a little bit. I did not have no network at home, and I'm glad it stayed on. Hopefully, YouTube recording will catch up, and everything should be all right when we have a replay. And once more, uh, thank you so much to Doug. Thank you so much to Barbara. Sorry, I have not seen in the YouTube chat if any one of you out there who's joined us. I have not ignored you. I do apologize sincerely if you posted a message I didn't reply. And of course, you can jump in the other room. You already know where it is. And take care, guys. And we hit the hour mark almost on the stream. I hope we explained a little bit in the core of white labeling, what kind of white label we provide, and you can obviously do a little bit chore and research yourself and try find out, see if anything matches it what we do. And if you do find one, also let us know. We can also come and join you and test that round. That being said, is Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails. I wish you all great midweek, guys. Keep sending your emails.
Take care.
Take care, everyone.